Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to NADAR'S Senior Voice channel. Have a pleasant day. As you all know, I completed Unit 1. Today I'm going to start a new chapter, Chapter 5, Python Variables and Operators. The learning objectives are, after studying this lesson, you'll be able to applicate the use of GUI, graphical user interface. All Windows-based applications or software is based on GUI, and integrated development environment, IDE. In this environment only you can type Python programs like C++ last year. You used Dave C++, right? Right. For creating Python programs, work in interactive and script modes for programming. There are two modes. I'll explain later. Create and assign values to variables. Understand the concept and usage of different data types in Python. Appreciate the importance and usage of different types of operators, arithmetic, relational, and logical operators. Even this you learned in C++, just recollect it. Same operators we are going to use. Okay, a little bit additional operators you will learn here. Creating Python expressions and statements. Okay, so introduction. Python is a general-purpose programming language created by Guido van Rossum from CWI, Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica, which is a national research institute for mathematics and computer science in Netherlands. He is Guido van Rossum, right? The language was released in 1991. See, in 1991, Python was released. Now it is 2021. Okay, so see how many decades back. Python got its name from a BBC comedy series from 70s, Monty Python's Flying Circus. So this is nothing to do with Python. See in this word Python. So he was impressed with this word and he named it as Python. That's all, right? So Python supports both procedural and object-oriented programming approach. Key features of Python. It is a general-purpose programming language which can be used for both scientific and non-scientific programming. See, scientific means we can use Python for research purpose, and non-scientific means we can use Python to write programs for schools, colleges, and general purpose, right? It is a platform-independent programming language. Platform-independent means irrespective of operating system, it works on all the operating system platform. That means Unix, Linux, then Mac, Windows, etc. Python program. The programs written in Python are easily readable and understandable. That's why Python is popular nowadays. Okay, because it is very easy to understand and anybody can read it, right? The version 3.x of Python IDLE. That means Integrated Development Learning Environment. Okay, as I told, in this environment only, you can type Python programs, right? Is used to develop and run Python code. It can be downloaded from the web resource www.python.org. Python is open source high-level language. Open source in the sense freely you can download from internet. Is it clear? And why Python is very popular? Because Python is the only language which is used as a scripting language and general purpose language. What do you mean by scripting language? That means a small scripts you can write for web development, like VB script, JavaScript, like that. So it is designed to incorporate with other programming language also, like C, C++, right? Database SQL. Also you can link SQL as a background, Python foreground, right? And C, C++, that means the program written in C and C++ can be incorporated in Python. That means you can run the codings which you have written in C++ in Python without changing anything. That is one of the advantage of using Python, right? And also the popularity of Python is because of Google. Okay, today dozens of Google engineers uses Python, right? So Python is fast enough for our site and allows us to produce maintainable features in record time with a minimum of developers. That is, Google programmers, they have told like this. They asked why you use Python. They told Python is fast enough for our site and allows us to produce maintainable features in a record time. That means within a stipulated time. Understood? And as I told, Python uses easy syntax and readable, and you can use high-level scripting with OOPS concept. Okay, and also Python has got hundreds of Python libraries and frameworks, right? And it is also used for big data, machine learning, and cloud computing, right? These are the what you call the latest technologies. That is, Python language is the second most popular used tool after R language for data science and analytics. R is one more language like Python, right? That is, many data processing workloads in the organization are powered by Python language only. That is, many organizations now they started using Python. And also most of the research and development takes place in Python language due to its many applications. As I told, it has got a lot of libraries, right? And not only this, but hundreds of Python libraries are being used in thousands of machine learning projects every day. Understood now, right? And also Python is flexible programming language. Fine. So these are the sum of the advantage of using Pythons. And remember, children, don't ever miss Python. What I mean is learn properly. Okay. Shall I start programming in Python? Yes. In Python, programs can be written in two ways, namely interactive mode and script mode. See, interactive, interactive section. Interactive section means the question I will ask, immediately you will answer. This is called interactive mode, right? Same way, in Python, you can use as a calculator. Calculator, what you do? 5 plus 5, 10. Immediately you will get. Same way, in Python also, you can, whenever you give the data, it will give the information. What I mean? That means when you give 5 plus 5, immediately you will get the answer, 10. In script mode, you write in the form of script program like C++, C++, how you have written is last year. Okay, that is the advantage of using Python. Okay, the interactive mode allows us to write codes in Python. Command, this is a command prompt. This is a command prompt where you type the code. Commands, I can say, right? Whereas in script mode, programs can be written and stored as separate file. You save it, and whenever you want, you open and execute with the extension .py, C++.cpp, C.c, like that, Python.py, and executed. Script mode is used to create and edit Python source file. What do you mean by source file? There are two things in C++ you learned. That is, after writing the program, you compile the program, right? What compiler does? It converts source file into object file. Same way Python uses interpreter, right? So it converts the source file into object file. Understood? Machine readable file. This is human readable file. Understood? Now interactive mode programming. In interactive mode, Python code can be directly typed and the interpreter displays the results immediately. The interactive mode can also be used as a simple calculator. Just now I told you, right? Now we will see how to invoke Python in IDLE. The following commands can be used to invoke Python IDLE from Windows operating system. First, start all programs Python 3.x IDLE Python 3x. Or if you have an icon in the desktop, you double click it. Right? I'm using Windows 10, so this is slightly different. I will explain. Right? Start. Now here I'm going to search Python. See here, I'm having two versions, 3.7 and 3.9. This is the latest version. I'm going to use 3.9. This is IDLE Python 3.9 for 64-bit. You have 32-bit computer, 64-bit computer. Mine is 64-bit, so I have selected 64-bit. Just I click it. Now I'm going to get IDLE. See, this is IDLE. Okay, this is the prompt. Right? Now, as I told, see here, 5 plus 5. You got the answer. Right? 5 into 6. So, this is acting like a calculator. Now, you understood? Right? We'll go back now. Right? Now, Python IDLE window appears as shown in the figure 5.1. See, this one is menu bar, this is the title bar, and this is the prompt I told you. Okay, the same thing. I'll show it here. So, this is the title bar, this is the menu bar, and this is the prompt. Okay, right? The prompt indicates that interpreter is ready to accept instructions. Therefore, the prompt on the screen means IDLE is working in interactive mode. Now, let us try as a simple calculator by using a simple mathematical expression. Already I gave example 5 plus 10, 15, 5 plus 50 into 10, 505, 5. This is power, 5 to the power of 2. I'll show that. Okay. Now see, 5. This is power, right? 2, 25. Understood? Suppose, for example, if I type like this, print, open bracket, my first Python script. See, my first Python script. Understood? Okay. So that's what they have shown here. My Python programming language they have typed. So it will display programming language. And here you see like this also you can enter x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, z is equal to x plus y. Print the sum is z. The sum is equal to 30. I'm going to show that now. Right? We'll see that. See here, I have typed x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, z is equal to x plus y. Print the sum is equal to z. Now when I press enter, you got the answer. The sum is equal to 30. Understood? See, this is nothing but a Python code. Right? Now, the disadvantage here is I typed the code in interactive mode. Now, this I cannot save it. Okay. Once if I exit Python, once if I come out from Python, I will not get this code again. That's why we have to go from interactive mode to script mode if you want the program to be saved and used again and again. Is it clear, everyone? Right. So that is about the script mode. That is about the interactive mode. Now we are going to see script mode programming. Basically, a script is a text file containing a Python statements. Python scripts are reusable code. Again and again you can use it. Once a script is created, it can be executed again and again without retyping. The scripts are editable. That means you can edit again and again. Right? Creating scripts in Python. Choose File, New File, or press Ctrl+N in Python shell window. So in shell window, if we press File and New File, it will open text editor, script text editor. It will be untitled first. like an untitled blank script text editor will be displayed on screen as shown in figure. This like this. Right here only we type the Python program. After typing like this, type the following code. So A is equal to 100, B is equal to 350, C is equal to A plus B. Print the sum is equal to C. Right after typing this, you have to save the Python script. Choose file, save, or press Ctrl press yes like this. File, save, right, and the file will be saved. Now save as dialog box as usual. Now save as dialog box will appear, and here you type demo1, whatever name you want, and .py no need to give. Automatically Python will give the extension. Now click save. Now here on top here you see demo1.py will be displayed instead of untitled one. Right. So in save as dialog box, select the location where you want to save your Python code and type the file name in file name box. Python files are by default saved with extension .py. Thus, while creating Python script using Python script editor, no need to specify the file extension. Just now I told you, right? Finally, click save button to save your Python script. Right? Saving is completed. Now, after saving, what you have to do, you have to convert the source code into object code. That means you have to run the Python script, executing Python script. Choose run mode, or press F5. See, run mode. Now this will be executed. So if your code has any error, it will be shown in red color in the IDLE window, and Python describes the type of error occurred. To correct the errors, go back to script mode, that is script editor, make corrections, save the file again. You have to save the file again and execute it again. Right? For all error-free code, the output will display in IDLE window of Python like this. Understood? Shall I show that? Now I'm going to open Python. Now here you see file, new file, and see here untitled, and here you type the coding, right? Already I typed it for you, so I'm going to open it, right? Sample, open. So see, A is equal to 100, B is equal to 350, C is equal to A plus B. Print the sum is equal to C. I'm going to run it now. Run mode, and see the sum is equal to 450. Now you understood? Suppose if example, I'll open, right? Suppose I forgot to give this, comma. Now I'm going to save it, run. Now see the error, invalid syntax. Now here you see it is indicating the syntax is invalid. So here you give, comma, then save again, then run it. Now you got the answer. Now we understood, everyone, right? So it is simple only. Just if you understand properly, Python is very, very easy, right? Understood now? The output 450 I already showed you. Is it clear? So I'm stopping it here, and next class I will start input and output functions. And today I introduced to Python. Go through it, right? Still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, children, see you bye in the next class.